We heard in the last couple of verses Bhagavad Gita telling us when it comes to day-to-day tasks or the duties that you need to perform, all the actions that you have to take, and deciding not to take any action, the inaction, all of that, when you are going through those, keep your focus steady. Keep the eye on the ball. However, when it comes to outcomes of your actions or your inactions, have the big picture in your mind. What is the big picture? It's all part of a bigger plan, God's plan. And I don't have any control over it. I am to do my duty, leave the outcomes to divinity. That's what we were told. Therefore, in the next few verses, Gita continues, keep me always in your mind and surrender your intellect, mind, and the ego to me. But when we hear the word me there, who is that me? We know it is Krishna. Krishna is an avatar. It's a symbol of the Creator. A symbol that we can fathom, we can understand as humans, because it's in a human form. We understand humans. However, me represents divinity. In the verses 9 and 10, for those who do not want to get into this idolatry, even though that's probably the easiest way, Yashoda holding baby Krishna in her arms. Look at that baby depicted in such beautiful forms, cute forms. Very easy to keep that picture in my mind as I go through life. And even at the last breath, I hope. However, if you do not want to follow that, then you need to know what divinity is, or what is that abstract creator that I need to keep in mind for peace. That part is quite scientific. Science is hard for most of us. So we tend to rely on easier symbols. But if you do want science, even for that, there are stories in our mythology to make us understand. Remember the story of Brahma and Mahavishnu having a little bit of a spat about who is more important for this creation. And they can't resolve this quarrel. So they go to Shiva and ask Shiva, who among the two of us is stronger, is more powerful, or is mightier. Remember, Shiva takes the form of a pillar, and Shiva says, whoever finds either the the end of this or the bottom of this first is the stronger one. So essentially, one is going outward into the universe and asking to find what's the end of the universe. And the other one is asking to dig deeper and deeper into the particles and see what is the smallest of those. The story is told as Brahma is the one who tries to find the ends of the universe. He is the architect of the universe, and he himself keeps flying and can't find. And Mahavishnu is trying to find the smallest particle. Higgs boson is not the smallest particle. Technoquark is what they think it is, and they haven't found it yet. And after they find that, they will find another smaller one. Atom is in itself harder to fathom for us. I mean, how small is an atom? But then this is 1/1,000,000th smaller, and you're still not done. So that's what Mahavishnu is trying to go. In order to make everybody understand, Mahavishnu is as if he is digging through the mud, and he takes the form of a boar, while Brahma takes the form of a swan and starts flying high. But something happens and Shiva shakes his head. The story has to end. The point is that neither is findable. They go to infinity or infinitesimal. But the story has to end. The story ends as Brahma is flying high, but then something happens and Shiva shakes his head by mistake, and one of the flowers that he is holding on his mane falls, and Brahma catches it and says, "See, I went to Shiva's head and found this, so I am more powerful." And our mythology says that that's the reason why Brahma does not have any temples in India, because he lied. Anyway, the story ended. The point is, if you don't want symbols to follow divinity, in the next verses 9 and 10, it says, think, I am smaller than the smallest particle that you would find. I am larger than the ends of the universe, if you can find. Basically, I am unfathomable. I am the ruler of this whole universe, and I am beyond darkness, beyond ignorance. So that's again infinite knowledge. We don't know. Even whatever amount of education I have, there will be a gap. Even if with AI I have all of the knowledge there is in the world at the tips of my fingers, I still will not know everything. There is more always. It's infinite as well. So, even if you have infinite knowledge, if you have somehow attained infinite knowledge, I am one step more than that. So, just either you think of a symbol or you can think of this abstract form. If you hold your breath and focus on the point in between the two eyebrows. And keep divinity in your mind, you will reach me, is the moral of this verse, is the message in this verse. We'll continue to see what other things we need to do.